Hi, I'm Carrie Knauer, and welcome to week 8 of my Home Life Remodel. This week we were really pleased. It was as if things were in fast-forward motion because so much got done. There was a time last week when it kind of got worse before it got better. Eamon, the electrician, had knocked all these holes in the ceiling on the first floor where he was putting in new wiring and running things across, and it was just bleak looking. But this week we got some big things done, so let's go visit some of the people and see what it was.
Hello! We're in the half bath, the very small. I like to call it the airline or the airplane bathroom. It's measuring about 4 feet by 4 feet, really. It had old vinyl in here, and my brother-in-law actually ripped it up. Dan, he ripped it up and exposed this. So I think if we refinish it, I think it should look pretty nice, and actually will really blend well with the hardwood floors that are going to be in the kitchen. So pretty nice, actually. Really good job, too. Tearing it up.
Dan is doing a much-awaited project on my part, removing wallpaper. That side's done. That's what we had. And, well, it might have been lovely in the 80s. Its time is done. A lot of you were concerned about the foundation problems. Well, it turned out great, and here's Daniel to tell us why.
Well, it looks like pouring this wall was a success. We built the forms and poured, which I guess you saw in the last installment. The concrete is now dried and cured. At the top, where there was a little gap between the concrete we poured and the existing block wall, we used mortar, and you treated it as if it was a mortar joint between the concrete and the blocks. So now we have a mortar joint going all the way down through there. Concrete wall is secure and firm, and this house isn't going anywhere.
The plumbing work almost got done this week. In fact, we had our first inspection of the rough-ins. Wasn't quite as good as we wanted, and so now Dan the plumber is here doing more work. I think he had hoped to be done with our site by now, but it's really moving. So here's Dan.
Today the plumbing inspector came, and all of our new stuff passed, but there was some of the stuff from the old plumbing of the house that needed to be brought up to code. The shower faucets, the faucets, they would prevent scalding. So we had to put either mixing valves in or new shower faucets, which Josh and Carrie, they decided to put new faucets in. So we're working on that today, and also an event from the old laundry to the roof.
We're at a part where we do a lot of the choosing or the final products, which is kind of overwhelming because people are saying, how big is your bathroom mirror going to be? We need to know so we can put the light electricity in, and what's it going to be? I don't know. So I had to pick some quick things like that. Faucet types, which you think, oh, how different can they be? But if this is something you're going to live with, over the next 20 years, I think it's worth some thought. One of the more exciting things, though, has been getting the bath vanity for the master bath. Here is a dresser that we got at the Westminster Antique Mall. Let's get a look at it. Beautiful walnut. And we've decided to convert it into a sink vanity for the master bath. Vanities are another one of those things that were way overpriced for what you're buying. And here we've got something that's made out of solid wood. It's beautiful, really matches our style, and Daniel is in the process of converting it to fit all the plumbing. So here is the finished piece now. It's got the sink in it, and we'll have to put the faucet in. But I wanted to give you a glimpse of what Daniel did. He took the door, cut it so that it would fit the bowl and the piping, and then reversed it and re-glued and nailed it in. And then he installed a track to keep it in its place so that it won't jiggle or fall down or anything like that. So it was a pretty easy project, and I think anybody could do it and bring something unique into their home. We also had a drywall contractor come in this week and give us an estimate, and we're pretty happy with that. The walls has been one of the most, that's one of the definitive things that will let this look again like a house and a livable space. We were really hoping that Daniel would have been able to get to that, but it became obvious that it's an overwhelming job for just 2 people, Dan and Daniel, to do alone, and we're better off getting a crew for something like that. We think we're going to go with this person. We're hoping it can be done, as soon as we get the final inspection for the plumbing and electrical rough in, and then we'll be able to proceed and go forward. Still don't know how many weeks left there are going to be, and there's going to be things that aren't finished probably before we move in, like putting up new wood trim like around the doorways of the openings on the first floor and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how long this will continue, but at least it's seeming possible that we can move in September, which was our goal, but now it's kind of seeming possible, so that's really encouraging. I guess that's really all for this week. Thank you for watching, and maybe you got some ideas from some of the stuff we're doing. Next week is the Carroll County Fair, so I'm going to be there every day. I don't know how much I'm going to be over this house. We might have to get a perspective from one of the other crew members. Thanks for watching, and check back next Friday.